Good afternoon. Your girl has been sleeping beauty. I am not gonna lie. My sleeping schedule is all the way ass backwards, but it's okay. So this past week I had posted the love languages poll, and it was crazy to see everyone's responses. Like, it's truly so beautiful because people who were unaware are now reading the book, and people who are aware were like, oh my goodness, am I answering for myself? Am I answering for my partner? And that's what I wanted. I wanted you guys to think about it. I wanted people to be more conscientious that, does it apply to you only? Does it apply to your partner? It applies to both. And the honest truth, because majority of people do have two specifically, is all of those are equally important. And I had a couple women message me, and I was like, yes, because, it's easy to focus on just a couple of them, more than others, because when you're in a relationship, sometimes you get 80-20, sometimes you get 50-50, sometimes you get 60-40. Like, it's this you effect. And they've talked about that in psychology, which is, so wild to believe. But if you think you give it your all every day to just something in general, it's non-existent. But anyways, so my two love languages are words of affirmation and quality time. Those two are very important to me, and I love when people express their gratitude for me, towards me, and I love that shit. But realistically, I think all of those love languages are important, and they are so important to have a healthy relationship. And it goes vice versa, because as a woman, we're more emotional, whereas men but they don't show it, right? They are more on the logical, touch me, do for me type of love languages. And honestly, that's how it works in my household. My husband is a physical touch and quality time man, but as well as acts of service. He loves being catered to, and I'm not gonna lie, I spoiled him. So, yeah, but it's very important. And the reality is, sometimes, although that your love language, you might be misreading your partner's love language. And for example, although my love language is words of affirmation, my husband's is not. And, for me, I will always express my gratitude and my love for someone over and over again, because obviously that's what I like. But for him, he loves hearing it, but that's not what fills his heart fully, if that makes sense. So, another thing I wanted to get into was I did a second poll on the aspect of physical touch. I feel like when people think physical touch, they think immediately sex. And the reality is, physical touch is a balance of that and actual affection, holding hands, hugging, cuddling, more smaller gestures. And I think it's very important that if that is your love language, you should definitely define which it is, or if it's both, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you also need to find that balance within yourself and within your partner to make sure that, it is equally reciprocated. But anyways, I am so glad you guys were able to identify your love language, and I hope you continue to boost your love language and spread love, not germs. Love you guys.